Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm doing another vlog today. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of cooking. I'm going to show you guys how to make an ancho chili rubbed lamb that I'm going to barbecue, as well as some fingerling potatoes with jalapenos rubbed in a Dijon mustard sauce. The potatoes are out of this world. This is the first time that I'll be doing the lamb, but it sounds really good. I'm a big fan of peppers. So let's get started. As everybody knows, the most important part for any chef, anybody cooking, is to have a really, really good beer. Yeah, that's good. Drinking a Ballast Point grapefruit sculpin. Nice, good grapefruit IPA. But anyways, let's get to starting the fingerling potatoes. The first step is to cut up the jalapeno and the potatoes. The potatoes are just going to get halved, and the jalapeno gets cut into rings. So let's get the chopping started. Done chopping, all of our jalapenos should be set off to the side, and those will be used later after we're done baking the potatoes. They're going to get baked at 425 degrees Fahrenheit, and the potatoes will be in our baking pan, and we will give them a coating of olive oil as well as some salt and pepper. They get to bake for about 40 minutes. So what we're going to do, we're going to rub down the potatoes with the olive oil right now, and we're going to toss them in the oven, and then we're going to go on to making the Dijon mustard glaze that goes on them. Probably could have done this while I was talking to you guys. And then just make sure that all the potatoes are thoroughly coated in olive oil and ready to be baked. So we'll rub these bad boys down. Alright, so now we'll put these in the oven for about 20 minutes, and we'll get on to making the glaze. Alright, on to the sauce for the potatoes. The sauce for the potatoes is really easy to make. It is just a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, a quarter cup of red wine vinegar, as well as a quarter cup of olive oil. I typically don't use the whole quarter cup of olive oil when I do this. I find that I can usually get away with, I don't know, probably 3/4 of that amount. But in order to do the sauce, it has to be done gradually. First is to whisk together the Dijon mustard and the red wine vinegar, which that just goes pretty quickly, and then you get a little mustard and vinegar sauce. And then you have to gradually add in the olive oil. If you add it in all at once, it won't take. It'll kind of just separate, it'll stay separated. But if you gradually add in a little bit of the olive oil, then whisk it together, and then add in a little bit more and whisk that together all the way until you're done with the quarter of a cup. It'll come out well, and it'll be a good mixture instead of separating, because olive oil doesn't like to stay within stuff, but if you mix it together in small portions, it'll tend to stay in stuff a little bit better. So I use the whole quarter cup. Alright, so now we're all done with the sauce for the potatoes. What we'll do now is we will separate this, we'll put it in the fridge, wait for later. When the potatoes are done, we'll add this in as well as the jalapenos, mix it all together when the potatoes are done with their 40-minute cook time. And right now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to getting the lamb ready. I have to go and start the barbecue for it, so I'll be back in a couple minutes and we will get started with the lamb. Alright, now we're ready to go ahead and make the rub for the lamb chops, or well, I got lamb leg slices. They're some nice center cut lamb leg slices. So what we do here is we're going to go and add the lamb legs to a Ziploc bag, and then we're going to add all of the rub into the bag, and we will let it marinate in the bag for a while. So in you go, and in you go. So we got our 2 lamb legs in. So we got our 2 lamb legs in the bag, and now it's for the rub. The rub is going to be a ½ cup of white wine. And I'm not as particular on measurements with this. Go above, below, doesn't really matter as much as with the potatoes. If you don't do the right proportions on the potatoes, then the sauce for that will come out really strong, or you don't want too much vinegar on the potatoes, and you don't want too much olive oil, don't want too much mustard. So that was a little bit more finicky with what we're doing. So ½ cup of olive oil goes in, and then oregano, and that's going to be 4 tablespoons full of oregano. So let's see if I can pour this in without making a mess. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's our 4 tablespoons full of oregano. And then we go with 2 tablespoons of the Ancho chili powder. I lied. We go with 3. So I went a little bit under on 3 just because I'm severely running out on my Ancho chili powder. And then we go with 2 tablespoons full of lemon juice. And that's the potatoes. The potatoes are all done with the first half of their cook. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a little break on making this rub. And we're going to pull the potatoes out and flip them. The potatoes have to be rolled once during their cooking cycle. So give these a little stir, flip them around, rotate them. Just don't want them cooking on only one side. So stir them up. And in they go for another 20 minutes. Alright, so back to the lamb. We are going to continue with 1 tablespoonful of onion powder. And we're going to go with 2 tablespoons of garlic. Can't have enough garlic. There's our 2 tablespoons. And take this, shake it all together, rub it all up, give it some loving, and let it marinate. We'll let it marinate for the rest of the time that those are cooking. Ideally, if you can get it to marinate for longer, it's going to take on the flavors better, but you know, kind of screwed that portion up here. So looks like I'm going to have a low marination time. And as soon as the grill's ready, I'm going to go put them on. And my dog is afraid when I clap, apparently. He's very brave. Protects the house night and day. So anyways, after the grill is all set, I will go and I will add my lamb onto the grill. 17 minutes on those. Those will come out, and we'll finish those off with the jalapenos and the sauce to go on the potatoes. And then we'll be just about ready to go and eat our delicious meal. All right, we are just about ready to go and take the potatoes out of the oven. And then what we're going to do is just kind of add them into this bowl so we can mix everything together. It's a little bit harder to do it in the pan. You can do it in the pan if you want. I would recommend definitely taking them out of the pan though, putting them into a bowl, obviously a heat-safe bowl. So let's grab the potatoes and we'll mix everything together. The lamb has probably about another 10 minutes on it before we're done. So this will give the potatoes a little bit of time to kind of suck up some of that juice and really take on the flavor of that sauce that's going with it. All right, nice and crispy, a little soft inside. So that was definitely less than the full 40 minutes. I've been told to cook them for 40 minutes. I prefer mine a little bit on the softer side to have a soft center. They come out crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. If you go for about half an hour or so, still flip them after about the first 20 minutes. If you like them crispier, obviously just leave them on longer, and you will get crispier potatoes. Spoon really would have been better for this job. Alright, so potatoes in bowl, jalapenos into bowl, sauce all over that. And then give it a little mix. Make sure they're all getting the same amount of loving. Up and drop some. Make sure that you drop some. Like 1 or 2 is a perfect amount. Alright, those are good. We'll let those sit, and the meat should be ready to be flipped any moment now, and we'll join back up when the meat's done, and I'll show you everything. So everything is all set now. The lamb takes about 8 to 10 minutes, cooking around 400, 425 on the grill. It takes about 8 to 10 minutes to be medium rare, medium. I like my meat with a little bit of pink in the middle. So this is perfect for me, and yeah, we're all done. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me cook this meal that I'm going to now devour. I hope that you guys try this same meal. Let me know how it comes out. Play around with the cook times as to your liking. Always keep an eye on things like potatoes and meat when you're going and cooking them, because you can easily go and overcook them. Play around with the quantities that I go and put in for my own rub. I don't know how this fully tastes yet for the lamb. but I think it'll be good. I also like a lot of spice, so if you want to go and pull back on the ancho chili powder proportion, feel free. Tell me if you guys come up with a different idea on this as well. I did one last year that had a lot of the same stuff. It was like ancho chili powder and whatnot, but I also added in cocoa powder with it, and it came out absolutely amazing. So if you guys come up with any ideas like that, let me know in the comments section. Comment, subscribe, like the video, share it, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully you guys like my cooking videos. Oh, I should probably give you a little... Peace.